Welcome to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University in Waxahachie, Texas. And it's SAGU Sports Live presenting the first volleyball broadcast of the 2012 season. He's Tim Roberts, I'm Rob Price, and welcome to some volleyball, Tim.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting night. Can't wait to really get the second season going here on SAGU Sports Live.
The Lady Lions come into this match 6-9, 2-0 in the Red River Athletic Conference standings. Meanwhile, the Rams of Texas Wesleyan stand at 12-7 and 1-0 in conference play. For more information on tonight's game, let's take it down to Bianca Alarcon, our sideline reporter, who's standing by with head coach Hank Moore. Bianca.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with head coach of the volleyball team, Hank Moore.
I wish I could hear her.
We've already seen Wesleyan once this year in an extremely close four-set match. What adjustments are being made for tonight's game?
Well, for us, the biggest adjustments that we're making, we're going to be able to block their slide a little bit better, but we've also were able to add Cassie Cox back to our lineup. She did not play against Wesleyan at all when we played them at their place.
And the Rams are 1-0 in conference. We're 2-0. Last year, we both finished tying for fourth in the Red River Athletic Conference. The comparisons reveal a pair of evenly matched teams. What factors will determine tonight's game?
I think the team that plays the best defense will win this match. Also, passing is critical. If we can pass the ball well, give our setters a chance to run the plays that we need to run, we'll have a good chance of taking that. Whoever passes the best usually will win.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
We'll be right back for more game preview action for tonight's matchup. Stay with us. Texas versus your Lady Lions right here on SAGU.tv. Welcome back to the Schaefer Center as the volleyball players do their final warm-ups before we kick off play in just about 7 minutes. Tim, what's your look at tonight's game? A great matchup here. Third game in conference play for the Lady Lions.
Absolutely great matchup. Obviously, Texas Wesleyan and SAGU go way back. They're big rivals, friendly rivals, but fierce rivals. So for the Lady Lions, they're turning the season around. They started off 1-8. They have won 5 of their last 6. They have won those last 4 in straight sweeps. They already played the Lady Rams once this year up in Fort Worth and fell in 4. It was a close battle. Lady Lions had the upper hand early and just kind of fell away from them. But that game did not count in the conference standings officially. That was a non-conference conference game. You only play each conference team once in the Red River Conference. So now the Lady Rams and Lady Lions go at it for real this time. Last year in the regular season conference match, Lady Rams won. But in the conference tournament, the Lady Lions won in a thriller in 5. They fell behind 2-0, won the next 3, and advanced to the semifinals to take on UT Brownsville. So this is a fierce match, and I'd be surprised if this thing goes 3. It's going to go 4 or 5 at least, I would imagine.
You describe it as a friendly rivalry, so we like them, but not that much.
Well, we like playing them because it's always a good game. Basketball, baseball, volleyball, anytime Wesleyan and SAGU hits the court, hits the field, it's going to be a good game, and you can expect the utmost standards for both these teams.
Well, thanks, Tim. It's loud down here. Let's take a listen to some of the stats. Some of the kills. Jessica Sodich, 213 on the young season already. Assists, Taylor Calverley leads that with 499. One more gives her 500 on the season. Ace leader is Caitlin Hudson with 22 aces. Jessica Sodich leads Diggs, 179. And Casey Cox, who's now back in the lineup, 22 blocks. So we've got some good, solid players in SAGU side 5.
Absolutely, and definitely over on the Wesleyan side also, like you said, they have a 1-0 record, looking pretty good this year. Their kills leader is Katie Rosenbush. She has 226 kills on the year. Assists, Angelica Arroyo, the only senior on the Lady Rams lineup, has 683 assists on the season. Alex Hindi leads the way in aces with 24, while the Diggs leader is Stephanie Dominguez with 275. Lastly, blocks. Katie Rosenbush, again, leads the way with 42 blocks, so she leads the way in kills and blocks for Lady Rams. She's going to be in on a lot of plays tonight. Got to watch for her.
Absolutely. I'm talking to Hank Moore, and he said, Rob, we've lost 3 key seniors from last year's squad, so a bit of a rebuilding year, but the freshmen are stepping right in. Gone this year are Laura Espinosa, Crystal Cisneros, and Tina Brown, some solid players from last year's squad,
yeah,
Tim.
If you've been watching SAGU volleyball for the past 2 years, you know that those are 3 integral parts of SAGU's lineup. Sad to see them go, but it's always exciting to know there's new players waiting in the wings.
We'll stay here. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was about to say, this last week, we received a big announcement here at Southwestern. If you guys have been paying attention, you probably know about it now. SAGU Sports will be moving next year from the Red River Athletic Conference up to the Sooner Athletic Conference. It's a big move for the entire department, really. It's going to involve the volleyball, basketball, and soccer and baseball squads, all moving up to there. And interesting to note, going up to the Student Athletic Conference with us is Texas Wesleyan.
There they are.
So it's really good to see that this rivalry that's become so endeared, that fans look forward to in every sport,
shall continue.
It's going to go right on there. We're going to be kind of allies, going up there to try to show the Sooner Athletic Conference how we do things down here. So
Texas teams playing in a Sooner Athletic Conference. This sounds like blood to me.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And some teams up there that we already know, Wayland Baptist, Oklahoma Baptist, they're CSFL rivals for us, as well as Mid-America Christian University. They're up in the Sooner Athletic Conference. We scrimmage them a lot, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We look forward to moving next year up to the Sooner Athletic Conference, but right now we're looking more forward to this upcoming last season at the Red River Conference. Lady Lions have made it to, I believe, 7 consecutive RRAC tournaments. We're looking to make it 8, and this would be a huge step tonight if they can go 3-0 and beat Wesleyan here at home to making sure they clinch that 8th spot.
We're just 3 minutes away from the beginning of this match, so stay with us on SAGU.TV. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. I want Welcome back to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Southwestern SAGU University. We're just about 2 minutes away from beginning this match, and Tim, our starters are ready to go. And who are they for the SAGU side?
Well, SAGU is going to be starting tonight. Emily Smith, Caitlin Pascal, and JJ Abbott. Those are the first 3 names I say for this reason. That's 3 freshmen. So the lineup we're throwing out there tonight, the 6 starters, 3 of those are freshmen right there. So that's going to be
essentially replacing the 3 seniors that are gone from last year.
Exactly.
Hank's going young.
Well, that's where you got to go. You got to rebuild. You got to start young, build that program back up. Obviously, it's a big turning around. Also starting for the Alliance tonight will be Jessica Stodich, kills leader. Caitlin Hudson, the judge, as the fans like to call her. Taylor Calverley, the absolute assist monster. And Cassie Cox, she's the big body in the middle there. She's over 6 foot tall, and she can block it when she needs to.
Wow. And for the Texas Wesleyan Rams, starting tonight, number 1, Megan Finley. Number 3, Lindsay Buell. Number 6, Alex Hendy. Number 7, Angelica Arroyo. Number 8, Abby Zapoy. And number 18, Katie Rosenbush. And the libero, Stephanie Dominguez. Well, we're just about a minute away from beginning this ball game here, so if you're close on campus, come on out and join us. There's a few more seats here in the Schaefer Gymnasium, and it's loud here, so bring your earplugs, right, Tim?
It's going to be a fun night. It's always loud in the Schaefer Center, no matter what's going on. You better believe it's going to be packed. It's going to be stomping. Win or lose, these fans are going to cheer to the end. You got to love the Schaefer Center. It's probably the best arena in the NAIA, in my humble opinion.
Just talking to Coach Hank Moore, he said that one of their players, Becca Dollar, is out with a foot injury, but expected to have her back next week or 2. So she's not a starter, but Coach told me she's a key role player on this squad. So actually, they're not even at full strength tonight.
Well, yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, like you said. This is going to be the Lady Lions' first real tough test in the Red River Athletic Conference. And it's an opponent, like we said, they're very familiar with. You face them every single year. We've already faced them once this year. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments are made on both sides. That first match was a tight one, like I said. The Lady Lions won the first game 25-22, lost the second 29-27. That's just an absolute thriller. Then lost 25-21 and 25-19. So every match was hotly contested. We're going to go down to the court now for the official beginning of the game, the national anthem, and starting lineups.
As a member of the NAIA and the Red River Athletic Conference, we're committed to the true spirit of competition by being champions of character. Through the 5 core character values the NAIA embraces, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values by creating a positive environment which our athletes may participate. Our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Please enjoy this contest. Please rise for a word of prayer and remain standing for the national anthem, sung by Sarah Kirk. Gracious God, Lord, we thank you for another day, God. We thank you for a day not promised to us. Almighty, we just pray that you watch over these players. We pray that you watch every step they make, protect them from injury. Lord, we thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ. We thank you for all that you do in our lives. We pray you continue to guide us through the way. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You'll give me stats.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for Texas Wesleyan University. At middle blocker, sophomore number 1, Megan Finley. At middle blocker, junior number 3, Lindsay Hill. Outside hitter, sophomore number 6, Alex Hindi. At setter, senior number 7, Angelica Arroyo. Outside hitter, freshman number 8, Abby Zapoy. At middle blocker, freshman number 18, Katie Rosenberg. And at libero, junior number 16, Stephanie Dominguez. Head coach is Christy Clausen. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Lions. At center, freshman from Waxahachie, Texas, number 3, Caitlin Pastor. And outside here, sophomore from Leadville, Texas, number 5, Jessica Froome. At middle blocker, freshman from Gilmore, Washington, number 6, JJ Abbott. And outside hitter, senior from Mansfield, Texas, number 8, Caitlin Hopkins. At center, junior from Mansfield, Texas, number 9, Taylor Calverley. And middle hitter, junior from Lufkin, Texas, number 11, Cassie Cox. And at libero, freshman from Roanoke, Texas, number 2, Emily Smith. Head coach is Nick Moore, assisted by George Bridge and Kyle Nelson on the staff. Officials for tonight's contest are Van Fox and Danny Johnson.
Okay, it's time for some volleyball. These girls are fired up, Tim. And there's still room in the gym, so come on out if you're near the campus of Waxahachie's SAGU University. Boy, this is going to be a fun game tonight.
Absolutely, it's going to be a huge game. Like I said, these two teams, they know each other very well. The blue and gold knows a lot about the purple and gold and vice versa. So these two teams, they're going to go at it. They know each other's weaknesses, they know the strengths, and they know that they could be seeing each other again come towards the end of the season.
Absolutely.
When the River Conference kicks off. So like I said, I'd be surprised if this is anything but a thriller.
Absolutely. Big player to watch tonight, if you're viewing, is Hudson, the only senior on the ball club. She wears number 8, Caitlin Hudson. She comes from Mansfield Legacy High School. She is a phenomenal player. Hank's very big on his seniors, Tim, so giving her all the leadership role she needs to handle tonight. Yeah,
and she's the only senior. She's that one beacon. Interesting to note also, Wesleyan coming with just one senior. They're a very young team themselves. A lot larger contingency than the Lady Lions, but a lot of freshmen on the starting lineup. Like I said, the lone senior, Angelica Arroyo. So it's going to be an interesting match between two teams who are, in a sense, both rebuilding a little bit, both trying to, grow up.
All right, we are ready to start play, and starting off with this will be, it looks like the Rams are going to have first possession of the ball. Yes, they are. So the Rams clad in blue and I would call it gold, a light gold, versus the white and purple dressed Lady Lions. Let's play some volleyball here at the Schaefer Center. Casey Cox with a kill.
Yeah, Cassie Cox just goes up, uses her height, elevates up, knocks it down. Good first point for the Lady Lions. Want to set that tempo early.
That's a good start right there, really good start. A lot of energy in that kill. That's going to be a point out for the Rams.
Touch on the line, so they even it up very quickly. Common theme at the beginning of a volleyball game is to see that score stay even for the first 5 or 6.
Don't let it get out of hand, so here's the serve. Caitlin Hudson, we just called her number. There she does, responds with
Calverley with the assist. Perfect little set right to her. That's what you'd expect from Taylor Calverley. Obviously said leading the team, 499 assists. Make it 500 on that one right there.
There you go. Serve by Hudson. Point out for the Lady Lions.
Already you're seeing just great awareness by Lady Lions, knowing where to go with the ball, passing it up, being able to know exactly where it needs to be.
Hudson again with the serve. Great save.
Cassie Cox couldn't quite get that one over, so it's 4 hits on the Lady Lions. And the Lady Rams break the brief 2-point run.
First substitution on the night into the ball game for the Lady Lions is number 7, Alyssa Kirk. Out goes Hudson. A little too wide on that shot from Sodich, so the Rams will take a extra point and tie this up at 3-3, Tim.
Good recovery on the block. They just couldn't find a way to get into the spot of the court they wanted to.
Good, nice serve. Oh, phenomenal block. The Rams are saying, not what they were saying. They were fighting against that point, but that point will go out to...
The Lady Lions are being... No, the ruling is now...
They're ruling us for the Rams.
Yeah, the Lady Lions touched the net, so the Rams get the point. 5-3.
And that serve touched the net, which means a point for the Lady Lions, so to get that point right back to him. And we're now back at 4-4 early in the first set of play here. And again, women's volleyball goes 3 out of 5 sets. Great block. Outstanding defense by Jessica Sodich.
Very good job, just shuttling across to get in the way of that ball. had enough speed off of it that there was really no way for the Lady Rams to recover.
Love the energy out here for the Lions. Looking good. Oh! A little miss hit by Sodich, and point out for the Rams. The velocity of this ball is amazing, Tim.
She got a lot. Very excited on that one. Had the free ball come back over. Just did not get a clean hit on it.
A quick kill. Short set, quick kill by Sodich. And the Lions take a 6-5 lead.
The entire middle of the court was wide open. Sodich just identified that. No one had a chance for it.
Great vision. Oh, a diving attempt by the libero just out of her reach, and that point will go to Texas Wesleyan. Tim, you said it, it's a tight game early. You got to keep that score tight, those first 5-10 points, and it's 6-6 here early in the first set.
Don't be surprised if it stays there for a long time.
Block goes out of bounds off of Sodich's fingers. Rams with the point.
Already we're seeing this game being won and lost right on the edge of the net. Blocks are making a huge difference, and clean blocks are going down as points.
That's a good serve.
Sails wide.
Those net serves do count. They changed the rule a couple of years ago, so the defense has to be ready even when that ball deflects and bounces off the net, Tim.
And that's Katie Rosenbush over there for Lady Rams. She just skimmed the top of the net perfectly, and Lady Lions couldn't recover.
Wow. Now on that play you had not one, not two, but three hitters all jump bang, 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 and it was the third hitter who got the kill in that shot.
Well, yeah, no surprise it was Jessica Sodich for sure. No chance for the Lady Rams. When there's not much velocity on the ball, all you can do is put your hands up and defend yourself.
Sure, absolutely. I'd get out of the way of those things to hurt you.
Sodich with the serve. Nice dig.
Great defense. Set to Caitlin, block, out, point for the Lions.
Very
great
hard
ball
fight.
control by the Lady Lions in white tonight. Love that.
Very solid, hard fought point right there. Finished off by Caitlin Hudson. Gotta love the dig coming from Sodich there.
8-8 is our score, tied up as we thought it would be, and that's unfortunately that's an out serve. So point goes over to the Rams and the ball. Subbing in for the Rams, number 1, Megan Finley. Out goes Lauren Hutchinson for the Rams. Great save by the libero. Another great save. And Caitlin Hudson brings down the hammer, Tim. A great save by the defense. Libero, and also I think it may have been Waverly with a great save.
Defense doing a good job. Lady Rams got 2 good blocks on the net. Defense kept recovering. They get the point.
Looks like a net call. They're going to call net, and that's going to go against Southwestern.
Can't get too tight up there. It's easy, especially when you're seeing all these blocks, to crowd that net. But if you touch it, point goes against you.
It's poison. Net is poison.
Or lava.
Or lava, yeah, don't touch the lava. High ball there. Put in play by Caitlin, coming right towards our bench, and not the best of points there played by the Lions, so that point will go to the Rams. So they now take a slim 11-9 lead in this match. 2 has been the largest lead we've seen so far in the game. Nice net save. Great net save, actually. Net ball's out. Red flag goes up, means out in volleyball to the Lions. We'll get that point in for the Lions. Brittany Briggs. Out for the Lions is Caitlin Pascal, the freshman from Midlothian High School. Takes a breather on the bench. That's perfect spot right in the zone where there was no one there, Tim.
Yeah, Very good identification by, I believe that was Angelica Arroyo who got the hit.
That's a great block. I believe that was that number, was 18, that was 18 again. That's Katie Rosenbush playing great defense tonight. Blocked Hudson's kill attempt.
You have Rosenbush and Finley up front there, 6 foot and 6'1". That's a big advantage for the Lady Rams.
Lofted serve. That whole play was set up by Hudson's little soft punch. It wasn't really a kill, just a little punch over the net, little teardrop, and that just set the whole Rams off balance, could not recover, and the Lions pull within 2, 13-11.
Too long.
Hayton goes out on the missed serve. In for the Lions is Alyssa Clark again.
That's the deadly part of rally scoring right there. One bad serve, you lose the point. Possession goes back over to the opponents.
It's a mini shift in momentum. You can get it back, but it just kills you to have a missed serve in a rally volleyball. Hawks brings the hammer. That kill attempt into the net, and the Lions will take that point. Subbing back in for Cox is number 6, J.J. Abbott.
Sometimes you need to get it back over the net. Hope your opponent makes a mistake. Work for the Lady Lions that time.
Fight at the net, ball still alive. Called out of bounds. Lions will get that one too. 2 in a row now for the Lions.
2 errors by Lady Rams have the Lady Lions right back in this. It's a 1-point deficit all over again.
Libero on the serve. Emily Smith. There's Sodich. Sodich again, a teardrop. Ball's alive. And very good eyesight by the libero to see that ball. That's a bang-bang split-second decision you have to make. Will the ball go in, will it go out? She made the right call.
It is absolutely, it's almost an impossible call to make unless you've seen it 1,000 times. Most of these players have.
Oh! Brittany Briggs at dig attempt falls just off the other way towards the back of the benches, so the Rams will pick up that point. Solid play by the Rams on that exchange. That may have been out. That's a live ball still. Hits the basketball court.
It's just like in Tropicana Field. If it hits the top, it's still in.
It's still good.
Bounces off the basketball goal, but it still remains a point, and the Lady Rams capitalize. Back up by 2.
Jump serve. Oh, there was just monster kill by Sodich. Number 5, the sophomore from Avila Christian, bringing the heat.
Right on the line, too. She had to
Pascal back in.
Had to scrape it just inside there. Took the risk, trusted herself, and she got it done.
Oh, a little miscommunication. But that ball's coming so fast, Tim, it's hard to even communicate, to miscommunicate.
I think it came off a slight deflection off of Sodich as well, so redirected just enough.
Rosenbush back to serve again. Flies just out of bounds.
If it bounces off of the flag holder, you're probably sure that's out of bounds. So a service error gives it right back to the Lady Lions.
Alyssa Kirk takes a seat. Into the ball game again is the senior Caitlin Hudson.
In a game this close, you better believe service errors can make or break a team.
Okay, Tim, you're getting now to that point where you're just past the midpoint of the game, and now you're in the upper teens. In fact, it's 17-all. Is there any change of strategy that Coach Moore will instill at this time?
Not in a game like this. When you know your opponent this well, when you're playing them even as it is, you keep your strategy going, because for 17 points, it's worked for you. So is this an evenly matched game? It's just who can make the play when it matters most, and a very solid serve by Sodich there, unreturned by the Lady Rams to tie it up.
Great save. Great, outstanding save. Now Calverley crossed the line below the net. What's the ruling on that, Tim?
If you cross the line underneath the net, you've officially lost a point. It's the same thing as making contact with the net, although the ball also made contact with the post before she could get to it, so that also would award the point to Lady Rams. So Lady Rams back on top, approaching that crucial 20-point mark.
Little trouble for the Rams. Looks like they recover. Put it back in play. And another good court vision by the Lady Lions for that little push to go out of bounds. It's hard to see at that angle, but it falls just out of bounds, so point out to the Lions. It's tied up again, 18-0. Big kill attempt rejected. The umpires are calling it a deflection, and that's going to be point out for your Lady Lions. So they now take a lead, 19-18. Is that their first lead of the game? I think it might be their first lead.
They led earlier on. They led very early in the match, but since then, Lady Rams have held a slim advantage.
Big point here. Big point, and the Lions get it. Your senior, Kaylin Hudson, with a big kill.
Hit around the opponent's hands, where she had to move the hands, deflect it wrong. Sometimes you try to go strong, other times you just hit around those hands. She did a very good job there. So, yeah, this game has been as back and forth as we expected so far. There's been a lot of ties from the beginning to end, and Lady Lions now that 20-point mark. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. That's such a crucial mark. You're only 5 points away from victory now, and it's not a guarantee, but more often than not, that team that gets to 21st really usually comes out with the win. Now this one's razor thin at the moment, but the Lady Lions really have the momentum at the moment because they were down by 3 a little bit earlier, down by 2 just a moment ago, although it's hard to believe that that's been the largest lead of the first game. It's 3 points.
Yes.
And that's exactly as tightly contested as we expected. And whether this thing goes 2, 3, 4, or 5, well, I'm pretty sure we can expect it to be just as tight.
You said it in the broadcast earlier, it's a rivalry. Rivalries like to have close matches, and you're getting it tonight here at the Schaefer Center. It's about as close as it can get, as really the skill level from this first game seems to be very evenly matched.
You see right there, Coach Clausen for Lady Rams talking in to Angelica Arroyo. That's her lone senior. That's the one that Lady Rams are going to look for to really be able to anchor this team as they try to rally back and take game 1.
Ball back in play now. Rams look to recover, and they don't. A great block. Cassie Cox, an outstanding rejection. And the Rams lose another point as now the 20 mark has been reached by the Lady Lions. Yeah. Check that, 21 now, 21 points. Outstanding dig attempt by Sodic off the front of her hand. That's amazing.
Try to catch him off guard there.
Look out. Oh, and a mental error by the Lions. Going back to that save by Sodic.
Yeah, pancake save by Sodic.
A forward hand pancake. That's outstanding. It hit the front of her hand.
So the mental error cost them the momentum off of what was an amazing dig by Sodic. Lady Lions still lead by 2.
Back to Caitlin Hudson. She gets it over. Block. Back set. Here comes Cox.
They keep testing that, see if it'll work.
Sure. Great save by, I think that's Calverley. Oh, and
block goes out. Lady Lions point.
Hudson's kill hit the blocker. The blocker's ball bounced out of bounds. That's point out for the Lions.
Now just 3 points away from taking game 1.
These are huge critical points, Tim, as you mentioned. This is go time here. And Libero unable to pull that up, and so the Rams hang tough, 22-20.
Lindsey Buell just put it in the right spot there for Lady Rams. Lady Lions unable to get to it on time. Lady Rams definitely not out of this one. This is still anybody's game, even though we're just 3 points away from declaring a winner.
Lions recover. Rams set up. Nice save. Look out. That's a point for the Lions.
Finley unable just to get a very good handle on it. And Lady Lions now just 2 away from claiming, well, every game's important when there's only 5 total, but game 1, crucially important in a game of this magnitude.
There's a mistake by the Rams. A poor passing attempt. And now, Tim, 1 point remains in the balance.
Caitlin Hudson just short-armed her on that one. Dropped the serve in at the perfect spot. So here we go.
Here's the serve. Rams in trouble.
Cavalry tried to put it away there.
Watch out. Here it comes. Cox off the net, and that's a point! That's a point for the Lions. A late whistle, but that point goes to the Lions, and that means game 1 goes to your Lady Lions. They take an early 1-0 set lead as the players now customarily change sides, and we'll take a quick commercial break here at SAGU.TV. Be right back in a moment with game 2.
Welcome back. Lady Lions lead 1-0. We're going to head over to Bianca Alarcon now on the court. Bianca?
I'm here with head cheerleading coach Alicia Rogers. Now, Alicia, this year is similar in last year in that almost half of the team is made up of new girls. What kind of dynamic, what kind of energy do you feel like this brings to the team?
Well, it's great because with all the new girls, we have a bigger team than we even did last year. So we have more strength, we have more girls in case of injuries or anything that happens. But with new girls, just brings new excitement to the team. The girls are excited about working together, and it's just been a great dynamic with all the new girls, adding with the returners. So.
Okay, and being a former cheerleader, I understand how much dedication goes into this sport. You guys are at almost every single home game for every sports athletic that we have here. What do you believe the importance is of the girls being at every single game?
The school and all of the athletes need to see that their team is important to us, that we care about all the sports happening here, that what's going on is important to us. So we want to be here to support. We love watching the teams play. We love supporting them. We love cheering for them. And the girls just have a lot of fun doing it. So we love being at all the home games that we can.
You guys are doing a great job this year, but thank you, Alicia.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mallory. We're set to begin game 2 here at the Schaefer Center. Tim, you got some first set stats for us.
Yeah, first game stats here for the Lady Lions. Leading in kills is Caitlin Hudson with 6 total kills. Lindsay Buell leads the Texas Wesleyan Lady Rams with 5. Lady Lions hit 194 in that first game. Lady Rams just .026. Obviously, Taylor Cavalry, 11 assists. That's what you expect from her, about 10 a game. 8 assists for Angelica Arojo for the Texas Wesleyan Lady Rams. 8 digs for Jessica Soda. She also had 4 total kills, so what we expect from her. On all, 14 total digs for the Lady Rams, 19 for the Lady Lions, 2 team blocks for the Lady Lions, 1 for the Lady Rams. So very evenly fought first game. Lady Lions come away with it now. Game 2, can the Lady Lions, well, it's never a stranglehold until you have the game wrapped up, but can they take a very huge 2-0 lead to start this thing out? We'll see right now. Waiting for last-minute substitutions for game 2 to come in.
Out goes number 3 for Wesley. That's Lindsay Buell. Taking a quick break, beginning game 2. And I think the rest are about ready to let these girls get back at it. But that's a fun game, fast-paced. The athleticism in volleyball is amazing.
J.J. Abbott, the freshman, will be back to serve.
Serving J.J. Abbott.
Ooh, a nice save attempt, but it goes into the net, and the Rams will take a quick 1-0 lead. The Lions never really had control of that ball at that first point, Tim.
Yeah, they were just kind of desperate trying to get it over. Couldn't quite do it, but you got to keep on fighting.
Serving Lauren Hutchinson.
Lauren
Here's
Hutchinson
the
back
serve
to serve
from the Rams. Nice save by Sodic. Oh! Off one of the SAGU players' chin, it looked like. Sodic's chin after Libero tried to save that ball. Rams played that ball real well.
Emily Smith was going to get it. I think she got it into Jessica Sodich's face. Lady Lions on a long point. Fall on the error. 2-0 Lady Rams early.
Cox's kill attempt rejected by the front line of the Rams.
Katie Rosenbush right up there. Like we said earlier, she leads the Lady Rams blocks at 42, and that already in the game, I believe, is her second block. Yeah, that's her second block of the game. Another
Pascal's,
block.
I think that was Pascal.
Abby Zapoy, another block, and the Lady Rams up top 4-0 very quickly.
Pascal out, Brittany Briggs in for the Lady Lions. She'll go back to serve.
Into the net.
Sodich had the bump and it got the set put right back to her, unable to finish that play. And the Rams
Quick
will take a
scoring
4-1
correction.
lead.
The previous point is actually being awarded to the Lady Lions according to the scoreboard within here, so the score is 4-1. Lady Rams in the lead.
Set save, deep ball. They have to punch it over, and they do. Cox with the recovery. Sodich in trouble. She gets it over. Does it go over?
Double hit on Sodich.
Is that what the call was?
Desperation dive by Taylor Caverly, but Sodich couldn't quite get the solid hit on it. Hit it with two hands unsimultaneously.
Gotcha.
So another point for Lady Rams, opening up strong in game 2.
Back set. Hudson, a hammer, recovered by the Rams. Now they're on the attack. And they hit a great shot, great angles right down our view.
Alex Stindy, great.
In the open zone, it looked like about almost perpendicular to the net. Outstanding kill by the Rams, and a timeout on that play.
Coach Moore wants to talk with his team, falling in a quick 6-1 hole after, again, an immensely hard-fought first set, in which I want to say the Lady Lions ended on a 9-2 run. If my memory serves me, Lady Rams led 18-16. Lions finished on a 9-2 run to win 25-20. But now the Lady Rams opening up very quickly with a 6-1 advantage. The only point they didn't score was close enough to them scoring. We thought they had scored it at first.
We thought we had it, yeah. We thought they had it.
They're playing very good volleyball. They know how much they need this second game. You don't want to go down 2-0 on the road facing a raucous crowd. So they're doing what needs to be done at the moment. Back to serve, number 8, Abby Zapoy. She has one of the points.
She's just waiting for SAGU players to come out to the court to serve to. As we resume play here in game 2. 6-1, the Lions trying to climb out of an early hole here. Let's see if they can recover, get some points on the board. And that was a little miscommunication. The libero, and I believe
Smith and Sodich met in the middle, and, and someone didn't wave it off. So essentially an ace for the Lady Rams. Into the net.
Hey, the Lions will take a free point.
That's exactly what the Lady Lions need right now.
I think that's important to break the momentum as it is to get the point right there. That's a mini momentum breaker, and the Lions need to capitalize with Caitlin Hudson back to serve. A great save. Will it be in? Just out by a few feet. The Rams climb back up by 6, 8-2.
Too much power on that dig for sure. Way to keep it alive by the Lady Rams.
There you go.
Cassie Cox.
Cassie Cox. Big slam.
High and just
she slips out for a moment as J.J. Abbott replaces her, but boy, that's powerful.
Lady Lions down by 5, trying to get back into game 2.
Sodich delivers.
Off the hands of Stephanie Dominguez. That's their libero, so you got to believe that's a solid job when that's the best defensive player on your team.
She can't handle the
You
kill.
get the point past her.
Hard-earned point.
Falls.
That's going to hit the ground.
Lauren Hutchinson tried to dig it out to someone, but didn't quite get enough elevation. Lady Rams couldn't respond quick enough. Lady Lions now just down by 3.
Emily Smith back to serve for the Lions. Rams in a bit of trouble, gonna have to just recover back over, and they do. Out of bounds.
Off of
Oh, check that out,
hand.
check that, that hit Hudson's hand.
Hudson went for it, decided at the last second that it might be going out, tried to pull her hand back, couldn't do it in time, goes off, Lady Rams get the point.
Hudson tries to laugh that one off, which is all you can do at this point. Just laugh, forget it, and move on.
Senior Angelica Rojo back to serve.
Here comes Abbott. Abbott delivers. The freshman from Kenmore, Washington, with a great kill shot from Cedar Park Christian High School.
Gotta love getting production from your freshmen when you need it most.
Calverley on the serve. Nice save by Hudson. Sodich recovers, back to the Rams.
That's wrong.
Eyeballs are right and true, and Hudson this time lets it pass, and it's out. That means a point for the Lions. They'll climb back 7-9. They're right back in this match.
Absolutely. They were down 8-2, but they are fighting back on a 5-1 run at the moment.
That was a quick little short set spike. Hudson could not quite get a hand on that, and the Lions unable to get it back over. Ball out to the Rams.
Cleaning off the sweat on the court. Want to always make sure that's cleaned up. The results can be, well, ankle breaking.
Yes,
in
you
a
do
hurry.
not want any kind of perspiration on the court with these ladies moving so quick with their ankles popping and moving quickly.
Oh,
That's
blocked,
out.
but it's
That's out. It was a great block by number 7, but the angle of her hand was too high, and it just deflected so far. It actually went out of bounds on the line side, so point out to the Lions.
Going face to face with a shot like that's tough, but a lot of speed, and that results in the point for the Lady Lions. Down by 2 again. That's out again.
That was a miscue by number 3, Lindsay Buell. Just hit that kill too high and lofted it without enough downward force, and that ball just sailed out of bounds. Point
She
for the
got
Lions.
one earlier this game across the net. That can be a good strategy when it works. A bit too much power in that one. Lady Lions have sliced the lead down to 1.
Rams now capitalize on a fine kill, block out of bounds by the Lions. Sodich out, in for the Lions, Alyssa Kirk, sophomore from Pataskala, Ohio. I said that name right, believe it or not. I pronounced
Probably not
it.
so many syllables in it, but
Easy. Big hammer delivers Hudson. Reared back and let that thing, that was in her wheelhouse, Tim.
she's done a great job tonight. She had 6 kills in the first game alone. She's done a great job of identifying where on the court is open, where can't they get to.
Right. Short set. And Lions unable to handle that little pop ball over the net, and 10-12, Rams take a lead. Check that, Lauren Hutchison in for Megan Finley for the Rams. Crowd getting into the match, trying to pull the Lady Lions back out of this brief deficit. Love to see the encouragement from our stands here at the Schaefer Center. The net kill attempt goes right into the net. Point out for the Lions.
Lady Lions staying right within that 1- and 2-point margin, right where you want to be, right where they were in game 1. All throughout the teens, staying about 1 and 2 points behind. Very impressive considering the deficit they fell in early.
Brittany Briggs in, and she's in to serve.
That's
And
an ace.
she has a great serve.
Brittany Briggs with the ace.
Back row, Alex Hendy in the back row, unable to get that short serve. Timeout on the
Timeout
court.
is called. That's a good move
And
for
we're
the Lady
tied.
Rams. Because, yeah, like I said, we are tied now. And if memory serves me correctly, this game was 8-2. So the Lions are on a 10-4 run.
That was a great placement serve, Tim. It didn't have a whole lot of power, but it was just high enough and dipped over the front line. Of course, they can't hit the ball. And it went right into the zone in front of the backcourt defenders.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do on every serve. You know, that's every serve, they're aiming for something like that right there. And the great ones make it work sometimes, and that was an absolutely great serve. So the Lady Lions dug themselves out of a hole at the 12-point mark. We're all knotted up. Very impressive the way that the Lady Rams came out dominating. Looked like, obviously, sometimes when you have that 1-point lead, it's easy to say, oh, well, we might lose this set. We'll come back. Lady Lions not letting this one slip away by any means. Right back in it here.
And the crowd on their feet here at the Schaefer Center tonight.
Crowd never sitting down. That's the rules in the student section. Standing only. I see a few rebels sitting down, but I'm sure we'll persuade them eventually. Get on your feet. This is the Schaefer Center. Loudest, most packed gymnasium. You better believe it.
Briggs.
Discussion.
Briggs set to attempt another placement serve as the ref checks in with number 7 for the Rams and Angelica Arroyo. Now we're set for play here. That's trouble. Great save by libero. It's going to go in. Rams maintain the lead, have yet to give up a lead in this game. 13-12 Rams. Jump serve. Taken by Briggs. I like that play from, I think that was that Hudson?
Caitlin Hudson again, like you said. When she hits the ball, it's just drawn to the spot on the floor where there's no one around. Does absolutely amazing job of doing that. Falls on the Lady Lions side.
The block and jumps for joy. She puts the Lions now to within 1 of the Rams. You kind of sense momentum shifting back towards the Lions. You said they were down, what, 6-7 points early on, and now they're right back in this match.
Lady Lions trailing 14-13. And that one's in.
Good placement, great placement.
Lady Rams back up by 2 now. Responding well out of that timeout.
And now the Rams bench on their feet. They sense the importance of this game, Tim. You do not want to fall down 2-0. As the score, check that the score should be 15-13 is our score here. And a fight at the net, and it's going to go for the Rams.
Lindsey Buell goes up, knocks that one down. So Lady Rams back up by 3 now, responding well.
Look at serve. Great block by Cox, outstanding. Lions back within 2, 16-14. Cox fires up her teammates.
Just when the Lady Rams were threatening to start pulling away again, Cassie Cox with a very timely block.
Absolutely, very timely. And libero back to serve now for the Lions. Ball's in play for the Rams. The teardrop, and it's going to fall in. The Rams playing a little softball, but hey, points count whether they're powerful kills or just drops.
Yeah, great job at reading the defense, knowing where to put it.
You don't want to fall 4 or 5 behind at this point for the Lions. 3 is manageable. 4 or 5, you're getting close to falling too far behind, don't you think, Tim?
Absolutely. You got to keep this, like I said, you want to be close to that 20-point mark for sure. That one drops, goes too far for Calverley. She can't catch up.
Hudson unable to.
Are down by 4.
Hudson unable to put that ball in Waverly's vicinity. And timeout by Coach Hank Moore of the Lady Lions as they find themselves down 18-14 in game 2 here at the Schaefer Center, Tim.
Yeah, it's been it's been a back and forth second game. Lady Rams jumped out to a big lead. Lady Lions fought back to tie it at 12. But since the timeout by Lady Rams, they've come out with a 6-2 run. They're up by 4 and threatening to put it away, really. You know, like I said, you want to be able to cut this lead back because Lady Rams just 7 points away from claiming game 2. And, well, you're 11. So that's you got to get together out of this timeout.
Make sure you visit the new Facebook fan page, SAGU Sports Live. Check us out. Leave us your comments and your thoughts about the broadcast. We look forward to having you participate in our Facebook presence.
Highlights from Saturday's wild football game are up right now, and highlights from this game will be up tomorrow morning, hopefully, so stay tuned.
Back set. Great save by the Rams. Ball still in play. Recovery back over to the Lions. Another back set. Sotis takes it and delivers.
Lady Lions refusing to go away. Sodich knocks it home.
Pascal back in for Briggs. Calverley back set to serve, the freshman from Mansfield. Oh, that tipped the net. That threw off just enough the Ram defenders, and that's resulting in a Lions point, Tim, that just glazed the front of that net.
Taylor Calverley with an expert save. Aces at home. Lady Lions cut it right back to 2, coming out of the timeout.
Back set, tipped. Hudson unable to get that ball with the deflection, and the Rams will get the point and the ball, 19-16. Abby Zapoy out for the Rams. Pascal puts the Rams on defense. Look out, and it's right over the outstretched hands of the libero. And now we're at that 20-point mark, Tim. You mentioned earlier, it's time to minimize all mistakes if they're wearing the white and purple of the Lady Lions. You're down 20-16. Here comes Sodich. Pascal to teardrop, recovered by the Rams, back set. Great save by Waverly. Oh!
Looked like Megan Finley on the front line there, 6'1", blocks it right down. Lady Lions up by 5. I'm sorry, Lady Rams up by 5. Threatening to put this one away and claim game 2.
Into the net.
So now the Lady Rams just 3 points away from evening up this match.
Outstanding block by Sodich. Rams keep it in play. Now back set.
Tuvar. Lady Lions get a point. Back down just by 5. They need to start putting it together right now if they want to find a way to recapture this game. It'll be up on Sodich to lead the way as she's back to serve.
Both coaches on their feet, exhorting instructions, encouragement to their players. Christy Clausen in her 7th year coaching the Rams. Nearby her players. And that hit the net.
And
Rams players caught off guard. Point for the Lions.
Lady Lions still hanging around just enough.
The net, their friend of late, both on serves and on kills.
Need about another point or 2 on this service to stay manageable for this game.
Sodich, high lofted serve, deep, played by the Rams. Back set. That was a monster kill. You have to give props to Angelica Arroyo. That was just a monster kill. Great angle of attack. Had the height and the velocity. Easy point for the Rams.
Now just 2 away.
A nice save by the Rams near the net. Great save by Calverley. There's a whistle.
The point goes to Lady Rams. Looks like an infraction on the Lady Lions. Probably
that was a setting error, Tim.
Setting error on the
setting
Lady
error
Lions.
on the Lady Lions.
And so game point for the Lady Rams. Stephanie Dominguez back to serve.
Never say die for the Lions. Back set. The freshman Pascal delivers from the right side. An outstanding angle of attack. Rams unable to recover, and the freshman from Midlothian High School keeps the Lions in this game.
For one more point here at least.
Abbott on the serve. Cox, a great save, gets out of the way. Back to Hudson. There's a whistle.
Whistle on the Lions.
Whistle on the Lions. It's a net violation, it looks like. And this match is squared up at 1 game each. We're still going to go tank more before the game. And
well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break
sure.
right now. We'll be right
hear
back
that in just a
after
moment.
this.
Welcome back to a very loud Schaefer Center here in the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University. Let's go down now to our sideline reporter, Bianca Alarcon. What do you got, Bianca?
Volleyball player Tina Brown. Now, Tina, with only 1 year being out of the game, how does it feel to be on the reverse side of things and be sitting in the stands?
Well, I actually really miss it a lot tonight watching, especially playing Texas Wesleyan. I mean, they're our rivals, so always want to beat them, always. So miss it a lot, but it's really fun to watch. So.
And obviously the rivalry between Texas Wesleyan and Southwestern is no unfamiliar thing to you by any means. What do you feel like the girls need to do or continue doing in order to pull out the win tonight?
I mean, I think they're doing a great job hustling, maybe more coverage on the hitters, getting down lower. I mean, they're doing great. So we're always really good at hustling. Our defense is amazing. We just got to put those kills away.
Okay, and your buddy is Caitlin Hudson. She's also a senior on the team. It's going to be her last year. Any words of advice to her in order to cherish this year as much as she can?
Oh, just make as many memories as you can. I mean, just really cherish it because you're going to miss it. And even those practices where you don't want to be there because you're so tired, just love it because you're going to miss it.
Okay, thanks so much, Tina.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Brown, a recent graduate of our volleyball program. Great conversation there. Tim, you have some Game 2 stats.
Game 2 stats, looking at Texas Wesleyan, Megan Finley, 4 kills and a .571 hitting percentage in the second game. 6 kills for Katie Rosenbusch, .455. They hit .350 in Game 2 after hitting just 26 in the first. Leading the late lines in kills, Jessica Sotish and Caitlin Hudson with 3 apiece. 9 assists again for Taylor Calverley and 14 for Angelica Arroyo. So you always see those assist leaders. They're the most consistent parts of these two teams. You can just bet on it. You can set your watches by Taylor Calverley getting between 9 and 11 kills. I mean, get 9 11 assists in every single game.
Total, just interesting. Total points scored. Wesleyan 45 and the Lions 44. So even the total game scores, 1 point separates this.
It's very closely fought match. And I said at the beginning, I'd be shocked if this thing ends in 3. We're definitely going 4 now. And this is a very, very crucial game. Who's going to have the chance to put it away in Game 4? We'll find out right now as the Lady Rams serve to begin.
It's a great save by the Rams defense. Keep the ball in play. Here's Hudson again. Rams keep it alive. Great save by Hudson. And a great put away. It's a great kill by the Rams. That's number 18, one of their power players, Katie Rosenbusch from Hutto, Texas, the freshman, 6-foot freshman. Back to serve as the libero, Stephanie Dominguez. Cox. Hudson with an unusual play, but it works, and she takes a break and gives the Lions a point, and it's 1-1.
Caitlin Hudson has 9 kills through the first 2 matches. She's 5 short of 1,000 on her career. Wow. So with any luck tonight, we'll see Caitlin Hudson pass the 1,000 kill mark.
We'll try to keep track of that for you here at SAGU Sports Live, let you know when that moment happens. Again, just 5 short.
Shouldn't confetti fall from the ceiling when it happens automatically?
It's top secret. Sotish unable to handle that high kill right in her near her chin, really. Couldn't avoid it. Tried to block it. Point for the Rams. They take a 2-1 lead.
Like I said, a very, very crucial Game 3 here. Who's going to have the chance here in about 15, 20 minutes to put it all away? Cox goes across, knocks it out. Lady Rams again up.
Yeah, just a little too much on that one. A little too much on that one. Like the velocity, just a little too far for Cox, and 3-1 Rams jump on top in this match. How did that libero know that was going to be out? Outstanding play. That may have been an inch out, Tim.
And that is very good awareness coming from, again, she's a freshman. Emily Smith out back there is a freshman. You love seeing that awareness in your young players. That's only going to get better as it goes. But the Lady Lions responding kind. That one sails long.
Hudson not happy about that as she takes a quick breather. Upset at herself. She'll recover. Alyssa Clerk in for Hudson in back row. Sodich, that was loud, powerful punch. No chance to recover. Outstanding kill by Jessica Sodich.
That's kind of what the Lady Lions needed right now. They've been kind of in a rut since the end of that second game.
That just sounded, we could hear from here, that just sounded powerful.
Solid,
yes.
Good job by Arojo to keep that one
alive. Look out, Sodich again. Great recovery by the Rams. Here comes Sodich again, and she delivers! Libero unable to handle that kill attempt.
Sodich, the sophomore, trying to put the team on her back right now. Back-to-back great kills. Lady Lions tie it up here early in game 3.
Libero serves.
And a block.
And a delivery right on cue. The Lions now take a lead 5-4. Emily Smith, Libero back to serve again.
You have to wonder if these two teams feel like they're looking in a mirror right now, how evenly they're playing at the moment.
It does feel like that. Skims the net, ball still alive. Sodich.
Too long. Sodich helps on 3 consecutive points for Lady Lions. Sails that one wide though, and we're back tied at 5. In a match that is, well, living up to everything we expected. It's close, it's tense, and it could go for a few more games.
Only 4 of the 6 starters in right now for the Lions.
Sodich drops it in. Lady Lions back on top. Jessica Sodich looking good in game 3.
Pass go back in. Brittany Briggs takes a seat. She's a junior 5'9" from Maypearl, Texas. Brittany Briggs.
Little old Maypearl High School. Drops in.
Rams
Alyssa
unable
Kirk.
to handle that one.
Alyssa Kirk with the ace. Lady Lions with their largest lead since game 1.
Calverley puts the ball in play.
That's out.
Great awareness by Sodich. Lets it sail over her left shoulder. Out of bounds. Lions, another point on the board. Taylor Calverley back to serve again. Substitution. Number 14 for the Rams comes in. That's Bailey Bunting. Out is Angelica Arroyo.
Scoring correction on the ace. That was Taylor Calverley as she's still back serving. Alyssa Kirk's just right by her. Lady Lions up by 3. Trying to claim a crucial game 3.
Libero sets. Calverley to Sodich.
Huge hit by Sodich.
That's just impressive, Tim. That's impressive.
Timeout, Lady Rams, as they fall down by 4. Lady
Sodich
Lions
gets the high five from her head coach, Hank Moore. Happy with the progress of this team in the early stages of game 3 as they storm out to a 9-5 lead after falling down early in this third game.
And Jessica Sodich is the one that's really spearheading it right now, getting some great kills. Had the, I believe, the split block up front. So you love seeing that from, one of your sophomores. Again, this team's mostly made up right now of freshmen and sophomores with just a handful of upperclassmen. So
Calverley, the freshman, 20 assists for the first 2 games, Tim. Sodich, 7 kills. And again, we're watching the 1,000 kill watch for Caitlin Hudson. When we get there, we'll let you know here in SAGU Sports Live. Just 5 short of 1K.
That's a big mark right there. When you think about when you're, you have to average basically 250 a year, and you factor in as a freshman not playing as much, not being able to get as much, you have to average more like 300, 320. So that's a big mark for Caitlin Hudson to look for. Hopefully she hits it tonight here on SAGU Sports Live. We like breaking records at SAGU Sports
Absolutely.
Live. We saw 2 records, football records broken on Saturday night. We'd like one broken here. Big mark for Lady Lions. That goes off of Lady Lions' hand, and Lady Rams come out of the timeout with a quick point. They responded well to timeouts. Both teams have responded well to timeouts in the games. I think we've seen, and that's really a credit to coaching. Two very veteran, very good coaches who know how to get their teams back on track.
Angelica Arroyo back in for the Rams. Also checking in Megan Finley, number 1 for the Rams. Sodich, great save. Sodich again, teardrop. Nice save by Libero, was going to be in.
Kirk with a long shot.
Is that in? It is.
It's in.
The red flag goes down. That means that ball is good. That means a point for the Rams as they tighten this matchup down to 9-7.
It's like there's 2 magnets attached to these teams.
That's
no one can quite get away from the other one. Drops it in, doesn't quite fall. And Sodich is blocked. So we mentioned the timeouts. Lady Rams call a timeout down 9-5. Come out with a quick 3-point run.
Credit the 2 blockers cutting off her only angle of attack, Tim, and that ball went right back to where it came from, and so just let that thing fly. So
now Lady Lions need to respond. Want to try to recapture that momentum they had just a moment ago.
quick set, quick spike. Lions keep it alive. Sodich, a monster hit, and it's going to be alive for the Rams. Live ball.
Lady Rams tie it up. Bit too much power on that one, unable to recover. 9 apiece now. Lady Rams on a 4-0 run. Arroyo still back serving.
That's a well-placed shot.
Dropped in.
Well-placed shot. Libero upset with herself, Emily Smith. But really, in her defense, she was unable to get that ball. She just too much distance.
Lindsey Buell again. She's been very good tonight. She had 9 kills for the first 2 games. So now the Lady Lions respond in kind with a timeout. After the Lady Rams timeout results in a 5-0 run. Lady Lions find themselves right back in a hole, trailing 10-9.
And the SAGU cheerleaders get the crowd on their feet with the official SAGU plastic balls, can we call them?
Rubber
what
balls.
It is, they love them. They love them. The crowd loves those.
You can't get enough
free
of
toys.
them. I remember being a student here. I probably had about 13 of those things stored away in my room. I would die for them all the same each time. I had footballs, basketballs, volleyballs. You're a college student. If it's free and it's in the air, you're going for it.
It's
as simple as that.
That's what you do. You barter it later for Coke or candy bar or something. So Arroyo remains, I believe Arroyo is still serving. That's 5 points in a row now.
Five straight points for Lady Rams. Lady Lions trying to break this run out of the timeout. Nice
The freshman, Caitlin Pasco with a power kill. Rams unable to respond to that one, and we are tied again. Not a broken record. It feels like every other 2 or 3 points we're tied, and that's the fact of the matter here at the Schaefer Center. 10-10, third game. Jessica Sodich back to serve. High lofting serve, almost out of bounds. Misplayed by the Rams. Will have to play defense. They do. Ball backs it up for the Lions. And that is Abbott. J.J. Abbott, the freshman from Washington, delivers.
Got to love the production from your underclassmen right now. In a very tightly contested game. Lady Lions back on top.
The 2 freshmen and the senior Caitlin Hudson up front line.
Oh, what a kill, Megan Finley.
That's powerful.
Identified a spot and took it. That's the key part of making a kill, because when you're playing a team that's evenly matched, you try to go strong against someone, they might deflect it right back on you. You need to find that spot, and that's exactly what Finley just did.
And
6'1" sophomore from Tucson, Arizona.
And she got the elevation above the blockers, so she had the advantage the whole way.
She's 6'1", she doesn't need much more elevation.
I'll give you that.
Oh, and miscommunication by the Lady Rams. That ball drops in the middle. No one knew who to go for, and the Lady Lions back up by 1.
And look who just checked in. Cassie Cox, the junior from Lufkin, Texas. Lions looking to put the pressure on the Rams here. That's going to sail out of bounds. And you can sense the excitement on the Lady Lions' faces. They want it. They feel it right now. Now's the time to pull away. Do not let the Rams back in is what they're saying. As they jump out to a 13-11 slim lead. Back set. Powerful, powerful kill by Megan Finley again. We're calling her name a lot for the Rams. Lindsey Buell take a break on the bench as head coach Christy Clausen gives her a breather. Libero to serve.
That's out.
There's one kill.
It was Caitlin Hudson at 996 kills now.
The watch is on. SAGU.tv. Don't go anywhere. Don't open up a new window. Unless it's the Facebook window on our Facebook. Stay right where you're at. Hudson closing in on 1,000 kills. That ball out, deflection out off the Lions. Ram point. Lauren Hutchison checks in for Megan Finley. Hutchison will put the ball in play from the left side. Running jump serve. Cox.
Drops it in.
Cox.
Great shot by Cox.
Enough power and velocity to keep the Ram players from deflecting that ball back over, and Cox delivers.
Did a good job of placement too. Got it high enough up that the deflection went behind the defender instead of straight back at her. Lady Lions back up 2.
Talk about height, Tim. She's also 6'1", so.
Also, she's a dual athlete, plays basketball too, and was a monster for Shakita Roberts last year down low. They could stack up the blocks in games. Oh, what a play by Calverley.
Outstanding.
Little sneaky move. You're expecting her to set it. She saw the opportunity.
That's great court awareness, great vision.
Yeah, great job by Taylor Calverley. Saw the opportunity. Slaps it over. Lady Lions up by 3. Smart volleyball move by the junior.
Oh!
Sodich with the block, but it falls on the Lady Lions side. And if you thought Texas Wesleyan was going away, well, you haven't been watching this game so far.
Brittany Bryant off the bench quickly and just delivers a hammer that Sodich unable to handle. And in fact, Bryant goes back to the bench, but she delivered for the Rams. Here's a serve that sails wide. Point for the Lions, so they'll go back up by 3, 17-14.
Those are crucial points in a game this tight. Service errors, and you see Coach Clausen identified that after the error. She calls timeout. And if timeouts have been any omen before, it's a smart thing to do right now. The teams have responded very well out of the timeouts. Lady Rams need one, trailing 3 in game 3.
Through the first 2 games, Buell for the Rams, 9 kills, Rosenbush 8, Arroyo 22 assists.
22 assists, like I said, right on her average there. She has, well actually, yes, she has 683 on the season already, so put that up. Over 700 now for Arroyo on the season.
I was talking to Coach Hank Moore earlier before the game and asked him about his setup, and he said, Rob, we use a 5-1 versus what's called a 6-2. Now, don't let the numbers confuse you. The important number is the second number, the 1 and the 2, meaning there's 1 basic setter and 5 hitters, where the 6-2, although there's only 6 in the court, it's just a term they use. It would be a 2-setter setup. But Hank Moore loves to have 5 power hitters out there with 1 consistent setter so they get the same looks from the same person.
And that whole game will go through Calverley. Blocked back, but it's out.
It's a good block by Calverley, or was that Abbott? They were both there.
But it goes out. Lady Rams.
It does go out.
Point.
That block was out of bounds. I stand corrected, and the Rams closing in 17-15. Need some help? Great play by Abbott.
Blocked again, but it's on the Lady Lions side.
Unable to handle that block. She had the height, but the deflection went right down on her side of the net. Sodich upset with herself. That was a bang-bang play, and the Rams within 1. That could be out. It is out. even from our angle, looked like he was going to be close to the line, and it sailed wide. Again, it's really, I'm amazed by the quick split-second decisions. Like you said, just balls after balls after balls. And gives these girls awareness
that's
when
a
the ball's going to be out.
halter out of the timeout. They were on 2-0 run. That one goes long also. So 2 missed shots by the Lady Rams have the Lady Lions right back up by 3.
Oh, too much for Kirk to handle.
And that's Bueller again. Sorry, Buell, not Bueller.
Bueller, that's a film from back when I was a kid. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yes, classic.
Well, neither of these teams taking a day off right now, that's for sure. Lady Lions trying to keep the lead.
Roundhouse kill attempt, kept in play by the Lions. Here's Sodich. Back set.
Sodich
rejected by Sodich. Back set again.
That's wide
again. Out. Kirk lets it fly with wisdom, and out it goes. And now Kirk will step out in. We're back in with the Hudson 1K watch as she steps up to the front line. Now just 4 short of 1,000 for her career.
And the Lady Lions just 5 short from claiming game 3 to go up 2-1 in this crucial Red River Athletic Conference battle.
It's a good play. Good play by the Rams.
Buell again, finding a way to thread it in between the 2 blockers. Falls in.
And it's Brittany Bryant checks in again. Out goes number 8, Abby Zapoy for the Rams.
Alex Hindy back to serve. Hindy leads the team with aces on the season. They could use one now.
Front set, there's Hudson. Here's another shot. Handled in by the Rams. They regroup. There's a whistle. And I think they're going to call a net violation. Is that correct?
Yep, net violation, and the Lady Rams just down by 1 now.
So when that net moves, it still can't hit you, even though the net moves. Calverley. Sodich, big one. High defensive move. It's a great defense.
That goes out, and we're all tied. Lady Rams keep fighting back in. They were down by 3, 20-17. But now we're all knotted up at 20 here in game 3.
Lions exhorting one another to dig deep as the Rams have fought right back. And that's going to be out.
Another
mental error by the Rams in Cassie Cox.
We'll have to look at the service errors at the end of game 3, but I know the Lady Rams have had too many for how tight a game this is. You take away those service errors, and this game might already be theirs.
Absolutely. Abbott puts
in
the ball
almost
in
a perfect ace. That'll go out on the Lady Lions. Lady Lions thought it was their point.
There's a dispute as to where that.
There's
going to be a little meeting.
Have a meeting, which proves they're already better than last night's Seahawks-Packers refs.
This is a huge point. The crowd's already made their decision.
Well,
they've cast their vote.
I doubt they're biased.
Yeah, we won't mention the Green Bay Packers Seahawks game last night, but it looks a little bit like that, but not nearly as.
But I trust them to get the right
emphatic
call. So it's a touch, and the
did
Lady
correct
Lions
the call.
have
They
a point.
checked it, corrected it. Lions point out, and they'll serve 22-20.
So the conference goes SAGU's way. The rule that Lady Rams did touch the ball before it went out. Lady Lions up by 2, just 3 points away now.
Christy Clausen getting clarification from one of the referees, still questioning the result of that call.
It was too quick to call from my end, that's for sure. It hit the net and deflected off. It's hard to tell because it came off the net. It came off out of bounds at a weird angle, but it's hard to tell if that was because of a Lady Rams player or just because of the net.
Yes.
So the referees meet, decide that the Lady Lions are the rightful owner of the point. Lady Lions now just 3 away.
Abbott puts the ball in play and a big point. That's a great kill by the Brittany Bryant sub, who's playing outstanding here in game 3. We didn't see her at all in the first game, maybe the first 2 games, didn't see her, but now really making a huge contribution in game 3.
Dominguez back to serve.
That's a good serve.
Great serve, and it's a infraction on the Lions. We're all tied up again. Lady Lions couldn't handle the serve quite right. Dominguez with an absolutely great serve there. Lady Rams with a chance to take the lead.
Watch out for Cassie. Cassie puts the Rams in defense. It's out.
Wow. Lady Rams had to do everything just to keep that one alive, and they knock it a bit too far. Lady Lions now just 2 away.
How big are these 2 points?
Blocked on the Lady Lions side.
On the side of the Lions. 23-23, don't go anywhere. Check your Wi-Fi connection. You'll miss out on some great volleyball drama here on SAGU Sports Live as the Rams of Texas Wesleyan are clawing back and saying, we want game 3 as much as the Lions do. 23-all, look out for Cox. She delivers for the Lions.
And here comes game point. Cassie Cox lays it in perfectly. And now it's Hudson stepping back to serve with a chance to end game 3 with the Lady Lions win.
Deep serve. Rams. Ball still in play.
Lions.
We're not sure what that call was.
A lift on the Lions.
They're calling it a lift.
It's knotted up at 24. We're going extra points in game 3, folks. You got to win by 2.
3 hits, but with the second one was a lift. So the whistle's blown.
And it looked like it did. The Lady Lion got trapped in on the inside and had to lift it up with her hands. Not enough separation.
Runs up set, into the net. A crucial error. But the normally reliable server, Abby Zapoy, just released that too early. Or I should say too late. Released that serve too late.
Coach Moore calling in advice. Lady Lions trying to put it away again.
And a whistle before the serve.
There's a ball on the court. So the whistle came in right before the serve happened.
No
as
harm,
a
no
ball
foul.
Rolled onto the court.
We'll reset the point.
So Emily Smith back to serve again.
Back set.
Sodich.
Sodich
puts it
away for the Lions. Game 3 goes to Southwestern.
What a hard-fought game. Lions win 26-24 in what is shaping up to be a thriller. We're going to go to game 4. Lady Lions with a chance to put it away. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Tim, you got some game 3 stats for us.
Game 3 stats, leading the way with kills. Jessica Sodich for the Lady Lions. No surprise there. She had a great match. Lindsay Buell had 6 for the Lady Rams. With Megan Finley with a 714 hitting percentage. The Lady Rams hit 316 in that game, and they couldn't win, and I'll tell you why. We talked about it halfway through. Service errors. 5 service errors on the Lady Rams. The last one gave the Lady Lions the ball to clinch it on the last serve. So service errors become a huge storyline, and the Lady Lions thrilling 26-24 victory. Now the Lady Lions with a chance to take it home in 4, or the Lady Rams force us to that all-deciding, all-nerve-wracking Game 5. Well, you're about to find out. Tell your friends. Oh, and Taylor Calverley had 9 assists. Why did I even mention it? 9 to 11 every time. Taylor Calverley, like clockwork.
Right on her mark. And we are still watching for Hudson, just 4 short of 1,000 kills in her Southwestern career. Senior, the only starting senior on Coach Hank Moore's squad this year. All right, set to serve now. J.J. Abbott begins game 4.
Quick point for Lady Rams. And that's what they'll need to do. They'll need a quick start right here. Don't let the Lady Lions continue with any of that momentum coming out of game 3.
Lauren Hutchison in to serve. Out goes Megan Back set to Cox. It's a great save by Calverley. But Pascal unable to negotiate the net. And the Rams jump out 2-0. Oh, that's an outstanding block. Cox
Katie
got up higher.
Rosenbusch right up front. She leads the team in blocks. She shows why right there. Perfect timing. Block is more about timing than anything, and Katie Rosenbusch timed that out perfectly.
Rosenbusch right where Cox was at on her kill, and so Rams get that point.
On the Lions.
Now another whistle.
Coach Moore's going to ask for some clarification on what the call was. Well, he knows what the call was. He's trying to figure out where the infraction happened. So now the Lady Rams quickly out again. They jumped out to a quick lead in game 2. They're able to hang on. See if they can do the same here in game 4.
Not a good set. Libero is able to recover, keep it alive for the Lions. Now the Rams on the attack, and they deliver.
And a quick timeout.
I think that was Brittany Bryant again.
Quick timeout by the Lady Lions as they fall down 5-0 very quickly in game 4. This is a big one right here. Obviously, the Lady Rams playing with the game on the line. If they win, they force a game 5. Lady Lions, you have this chance to put them away. You don't want to make it go to a game 5. A game 5 is just a sprint to the finish after a marathon. You played a 15 points. It's just it's whoever can just get it to fall right then and there. You don't have time to build up any sort of strategy. So Lady Lions need to recover right now. Game 5 is anybody's game no matter who's playing. So the Lady Lions with the opportunity.
Texas Wesleyan just up the road in Fort Worth, and they're going to go with us, as you said, to the Sooner Athletic Conference beginning next year. So it's a great rivalry. They're close in proximity and close in skill and talent.
It's good to know that this game won't be lacking from the Lions' schedule next year because it's just too much fun. Hudson's blocked.
Nice save by the Lions. Keep the ball in play. And now a bad set. Rams forced to recover. Sets up a play for the Lions. And Cox comes through with a monster kill from the right corner. Found the open spot. Lions get on the board.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to start chipping away on it. They chipped away from a big deficit in game 2. Couldn't hold on for the win, though.
Sodich unable to handle that well-placed kill shot right in the mid-body. 6-1, Rams looking to equal this match at 2 games apiece. Got to have it or else this match will go to the Lions. Looking to close out in 4 games. Cox, another big kill attempt, blocked back.
Hudson out.
Deflection. Does that count as a kill?
That would be a kill for Caitlin Hudson. And now she's back to serve, trying to pull the Lady Lions back into this game.
That's an outstanding block by Cassie Cox. Read it the whole way. Had the angle, timed the jump, and that ball deflected perfectly back onto an open spot on the Rams side. It's 6-3 now. That's a great smart heads-up play by Alex Hendy, sophomore from Round Rock.
Did enough to elevate it over Cox there.
It was a kill, but it was a soft kill. Killing me softly.
And that's exactly what you got to do it sometimes. Very solid hit.
Sodich brings it. Rams recover. Another big hit by Hendy.
That'll go out on the Lady Lions, who now trail 8-3. Texas Wesleyan definitely not going out without a fight.
Rosenbusch back to serve from the left side. Puts the ball in play. Hits the net. That's a live ball. And you know, you can't fault the defender. Those are so hard to react to when the ball suddenly changes both velocity and its angle approach into you, Tim.
Yeah, and now Texas Wesleyan threatening to run away with this one. Game on the line for them. That goes long. That's what they got to watch out. That's how they let the Lady Lions hang around in game 4. That's why game 3. That's why they need game 4 right now. You don't want to start having service errors to let the Lady Lions right back in if you're Texas Wesleyan.
Emily Smith puts the ball in play. Left set. It's going to be in.
Lindsey Buell again, having a great night.
That landed well inside the out-of-bounds line, about 2 feet in. Just two players thinking the other one was going to get it, and neither of them got it.
Buell had 15 kills coming in, and another service error for the Lady Rams. They're their own worst enemy at the moment. Lady Lions back within 5, needing to start putting something together.
Briggs out for the Lions. Nice save by Kirk. The longest rally of the game 4 is going to go to the Rams. They climb out, they double up, 10-5. Back in, number 22, Brittany Bryant, and Abby Zipoy takes a rest. As you said, the Rams looking to blow this one wide open, Tim.
Now up by 6 right now. That goes out, and we're having some confusion on the scoreboard. I believe that should make it 11-6. We're showing scoreboard's not reacting at the moment, so it is 11-6. As we have a stoppage of play to deal with the scoreboard.
I think you're the first to catch it.
If this is the first time you've watched a game here in the Schaefer Center, there are some gremlins that hang around the Wi-Fi router and like to affect the scoreboard from time to time. It messes the shot clock up in basketball, and so now they'll get it straight. So you have to shut it off and turn it right back on.
So it was 10-5, and then each team scored a point, correct?
So it's now 11-6.
Should be 11-6.
They'll get it straightened out here, as they always do. The scorekeeping team here at SAGU has gotten very used to, well, it's just the inevitability of using this much technology.
In fact, the mother of one of our players, Kaylin Pascal's mother, Susan Pascal, on the job tonight, getting that scoreboard all cleaned up for us. So hats off to Mom, making sure her daughter plays a full and correct volleyball game, where the score is as it should be.
Well, I just saw Hank Moore come over and grab a pair of keys. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing here if we need to start something up. That might be exactly what you have to do, because it is a key run ignition, essentially. So we're just going to hang around here as the scoreboard is now back on. Reading the correct score of 11-6.
And the SAGU crowd chanting USA, Tim. I think both teams are from the USA.
Well, it's just that kind of patriotism that you can expect during a delay of 30 seconds or more.
The volleyball players enjoying that small bit of comic relief.
So
as we're now ready to continue action here.
Jessica Sodich back to serve. Lady Lions trying to climb their way back into this crucial game 4. Just get it back over right there. Hudson tries to get it over. Lady Rams keep it alive. Hudson gets it in.
Outstanding play. Tip off the Rams.
And so the Lady Lions cut it down to 11-7. And we're just 2 away now before the fireworks go off and Caitlin Hudson hits 1,000 kills.
That's an outstanding save.
Hudson tips it over. Great job there.
Oh, that's an amazing play by Emily Smith. Was going to go for it and dove her head out of the way, ducked as the ball sailed past her and out of bounds. She just guessed right.
Lindsey Buell put a lot of heat on that one. Almost had the right angle, but the Lady Lions.
I am impressed with the
down
libero.
by 3.
The court vision is phenomenal. That one she goes for and saves, keeps the ball alive for Hudson.
They'll get
The
knocked
live
back.
ball and point out to the Rams.
Lady Rams up by 4. Trying to force a nerve-wracking game 5.
Stephanie Dominguez, the libero, set to put the ball in play for the Rams. 12-8 is our score.
That sails wide off the hands of Caitlin Pascal. And Texas Wesleyan back up by 5 now. This match living up to all the potential we thought it would.
It's a short serve. It goes in the net. Didn't sound very solid coming off her hand, Tim.
And so again, Lady Lions with a chance to respond off of an error from the Lady Rams.
Lions will take that free point. Lead is now cut to 4.
Right back at the rim.
Great deflection. Back set. She winds, she fires. Lions recover. Here comes Hudson. She's got another kill. And Tim, we are 1 kill short of 1,000.
$9.99 for Caitlin Hudson.
999.
Lady Lions now just down by 3.
Great block.
Oh, but the Rams keep it alive. Great awareness.
Oh,
what a
right
shot.
over Casey Cox's outstretched arms.
Katie Rosenbush off of great defense by the Lady Rams, keeping it alive, and Rosenbush
Great tip.
just finds a spot. Lady Rams right back up by 4.
Another kill attempt.
Oh!
Oh, outstanding. Kind of a
Angelica
power set.
Arroyo, Texas Wesleyan.
timeout,
using
Hank Moore.
Using some very good volleyball IQ right now. What with the perfect drop, and then Arroyo looking like she's setting up for the assist. Just to flex it in, and the Lady Rams up by 5. Trying to keep this game going into, like I said, what would be an all-deciding game 5.
As Hudson stands on the brink of immortality. That's probably a bit strong of a word, but a huge accomplishment.
Something definitely to be proud of.
1,000 kills.
Yeah, something definitely to be proud of. That's just a sign of persistence right there. Being there year in, year out. Playing the full 4 and about to hit a mark.
All right,
So
15-10.
Lauren Hutchinson will serve up by 5.
Here comes Hudson. That sails wide. The lead extends to 6.
And Lady Lions need to watch out. If they want to capture this thing in 4, they need to make a move and make it now.
It's a good serve. Off the net. Hudson.
Oh,
great.
job.
Great push tip. Point out for the Lions.
Pascal, great awareness there again.
She'll take a breather.
Coming from your freshman from Waxahachie, Texas.
Briggs to serve. Great save by Sodich. Back set to Cox. Finds the spot. Cox puts the Lions within 4.
And Cassie Cox has stood up when the Lady Lions have needed her to so far. Huge point there, trying to get the Lady Lions right back in this, and that goes long.
Just 2 for maybe 3 inches past the line.
So
Rams get the ball back in the serve.
Yeah, service error gives the
Good
Rams
point.
the ball back. Lady Lions down by 5. Looking a bit more every minute like the Lady Rams might be able to force the game 5.
That's good. That's really good. Calverley, check that.
Calverley.
Calverley with great vision to find that tip spot. Hits it. Gives the Lions the ball back at the point. 13-17, just down by 4. Here's Hudson with the serve. Oh, baby!
Jessica Sodich, take it home.
Wow.
And the Lady Lions have cut it to 3, and the Lady Rams will call a quick timeout as they've seen the lead go down, and more importantly, they've seen the Lady Lions pick up some momentum. Jessica Sodich.
That's scary to look at. That was kind of coming toward us. That's frightening, Tim.
It takes a lot of courage to stare down a spike of that magnitude, and Jessica Sodich can absolutely deliver it. Sodich and Cox standing up when it matters most for the moment. Lady Lions now just down by 3. Need a few more points, and this is going to be a thriller to the end. You see Coach Hank Moore there exhorting his team. Let's finish this now. Take it home after 4. It's a coin toss when it gets to game 5. Just a reminder, after the game tomorrow and for the rest of your life, go to facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. Highlights after every game, insight.
Consider putting on your tombstones, what I hear you saying.
Why not? Go like it. There's always going to be contests freshly coming in, so like us on Facebook.
Hudson puts the ball in play. A powerful kill. Check that number 6, Alex Hendy. Gives the ball back to the Rams and a point. 18-14 your score.
I don't think I've seen the Rams not respond out of a timeout so far. You got to credit coaching with that.
Back set, Cox.
That goes wide.
Oh, that was close.
And
just
now the
missed
Lady
the back
Rams.
corner.
Yeah, just missed it. Lady Rams right back up by 5.
Cox not happy with herself on that play.
Looking more and more like we're going to a game 5 here.
Hurry, they don't get to it. Miscue on the pass.
Lady Rams just 5 away.
Here's that 20 mark you mentioned, Tim, so you can't afford to give away many more points. You're already down 6 if you're the Lions. Sodich delivers when she needed to and keeps the Lions within arm's length. Cox out. Abbott back into the front line. Back to serve. Alyssa Kirk. No, check that. Liberos. Emily Smith to serve.
Confusion on the serve, but the Lady Rams recover. Oh, slapped right back by Taylor Calverley.
Wonderful play.
And we've seen this happen in all 4 games. A team takes what seems to be a decisive lead, and both teams have always fought back. Lady Lions refusing to give up.
Smith again on the serve. Lions look to attack. They do. Or the Rams. The Lions recover. That's a nice play. Recovered by the Rams. Kirk, the set. They're going to call that a violation.
So it looks like either a double hit or a lift on the Lady Lions. Now the Rams up by 5 again. Just 4 away from claiming game 4.
Briggs.
Oh, puts it home.
There's Sodich on cue. Right down the right sideline. Keeps SAGU alive. Briggs out into serve. Taylor Calverley.
Great shot by Megan Finley there.
Hit the net, rolled over, unable to recover from that.
Lady Rams 3 away.
That deflection off the net's just so hard to recover, I would imagine, when you're that close to the play. It's a bad serve. It's going to go in. Release points too late. Ball goes down, sails into the net. Point for the Lions.
Lady Lions will need a quick run here if they want to stay alive in this one.
Caitlin up front. Hudson looking for kill number 1,000. Sodich back to serve. Back set. Deflected. Calverley sets for Hudson.
It's blocked on the line. Lady Rams playing very solidly right now, and barring an amazing comeback, we're looking at a game 5, Rob.
Looks like it, Tim, as these two are about as evenly matched as you can imagine. Do they have the same, are they drinking the same Kool-Aid? What's happening here? They're so close, but now the Lions fight to stay alive, and they do it. Here comes Cassie Cox back in the game. Within 4.
Abbott
Magnets, mirrors, call it what you want. We're out of metaphors. These teams are close. It's a high ball. It should be handled easily. Here comes Cox.
Oh,
with authority, Tim.
Somebody check the floor for a crack where that one hit. Lady Lions cut it to 3. Lady Rams call a timeout. They're just 2 points away from forcing the game 5, but the Lady Lions putting together a little bit of a run right here.
And you mentioned this before. Anytime the Rams have called timeout, they've responded with that quick point right afterwards. So when you're down 23-20, you probably should call timeout. Momentum quietly shifting back towards the Lions side. So good timeout.
This is important right here. You don't want to find yourself all of a sudden just up by 1 or 2 in a dogfight, because you got to win by 2. So the Lady Lions just need another point or 2 to really kind of solidify this thing as going down to the wire.
And
Lady
again,
Rams can respond with a point. They almost have it.
With a short timeout like that, I think it's more to stop the momentum, not to give a whole brand new set of strategy.
Well, and again, when you've been a coach this long, you know what you want to tell the players. You know what needs to be said to them. I mean, and these teams know each other so well, you're not having to describe in detail what the other person's doing. You know them like the back of your own hand.
Right.
So, quick timeout. Lady Lions trying to keep it alive. Block back.
Yes, Pascal! Or was it Cox or both of them? Either way, it looked like Pascal with a great block deflection, and the Lions pull within 2. Now within just 4 of winning the match, Tim. Back set. Great save by Calverley. Here comes Pascal, the freshman. Blocked, recovered by the Rams. Calverley sets for Hudson.
Oh, right positioning for the Lady Rams.
Block set.
Back.
Is it out of bounds? What's the call? The call goes to the Rams.
Falls just outside, and the Lady Rams have game point with Alex Hindy back to serve. Lady Rams stop the SAGU rally, and now actually it'll be Lauren Hutchinson back to serve as the Lady Rams attempt to finish it off right here and force a game 5.
Huge play coming up. And that's still live, but not anymore.
Game 5 is on the way. The Lady Rams hold on 25-21, and they will switch sides. We are going to game 5 as the 2 teams will briefly line up here for the coin toss. So we'll see right here the coin toss to determine who will serve in game 5. We'll stay here just a moment to watch that. Getting the instruction on what's heads and what's tails.
It's just a quarter, isn't it?
It's got to be something more special than a quarter. It's got to be like a gold volleyball coin.
Looks like the
Rams will serve.
Rams got to serve.
The Lady Lions will take that side, which is a smart move, Rob, because all 4 sets have been won on that side.
True.
Generally, you look at field position being more of a football team with wind and sun. Somehow that's affecting the score here tonight. We're going to take a very quick commercial break and be right back with thrilling Game 5 action. You're watching Ladies Volleyball on SAGU Sports Live.
Well, Tim, we've reached Game 5. You said it would probably happen. It has happened. 2 games for the Lions, 2 games for the Rams, and you've got Game 4 stats.
We've got some quick Game 4 stats here. Katie Rosenbush leading the way with 4 kills for the Lady Rams. Caitlin Hudson, Cassie Cox, and Jessica Sodich, all with 3 kills apiece for Lady Lions. 9 assists for Taylor Calverley, obviously 12 assists for Angelica Arroyo. The Lady Rams hit 231 after a pretty poor hitting game in Game 1. They've responded with hitting games of 350, 316, and 231. So Lady Rams been definitely making the shots count since that Game 1 attempt. It's gone back and forth. Lady Lions won the first one 25-20. Lady Rams took the second 25-19. Lady Lions took the third in the thriller 26-24, and the Lady Rams held on 25-21. Well, we're at Game 5 now, and that means we're just going to 15 points.
Total points, if you're wondering, 94 for the Rams, 91 for the Lions. So 3 points over 4 games. That's why you're going to 5th game.
Exactly.
Tim.
It's been that close. It's been that mirror image. And so now going into Game 5, like you said, this is like running a marathon and then having a sprint at the end. It's 15 points. every service error means that much more. Every bad pass. You see the Lady Rams looking in. They were down 2-1. Now they have their chance as they throw up the Rams. It's kind of like the Hook'em Horns, just with a little bit less horns.
And
we got some discussion going on here. Don't know if it's about lineups or whatnot, but want to make sure everything's right. Had too much great about this game to have anything wrong going into Game 5 as these two teams duke it out to the end here.
And I think you mentioned this is the side of the court where the Lions have had their 2 wins.
Exactly. Well, the Lions won their 2 over here, and the Rams won their 2. So I don't think it makes any difference at all.
I think it's because we're on this side of the court commentating.
That means that side of the court can see us more, and they're that much distracted by us. So that's an indictment of us, I believe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Game 5 is about to get underway. The Lady Rams will have the first serve, I believe. They won the coin toss and elected to kick off.
Yes, they did. Kicking off is, I guess you could use that word. We'll go with it.
Still discussion here, possibly about lineup changes. That's exactly what it is.
The libero back in.
Deciding who can change where. So Game 5.
Stephanie
Hope
Dominguez.
You're still watching with us, folks. This one has been a thriller, and it proves to be that to the end.
Stephanie Dominguez, the libero, set to kick things off. I just said kick things off. This is not football. It's volleyball. Set the serve for the Rams. Game 5 is underway.
Hudson long on that one.
Looking for that 1,000th kill. She'll have to wait one more time. That ball sailed just out of bounds. Dominguez, the freshman from Houston, Texas, puts the ball in play for the Rams.
Sodich from the middle of the court. Into the net.
Into the net.
So SAGU evens it up right there. Caitlin Hudson back to serve. All tied up.
High lofting serve in play by the Rams. Right side. Great save by the libero in the net. Calverley unable to handle it. Hudson steps out. In comes Alyssa Kirk. Here come the Rams.
Serve.
Taken by Briggs. To Sodich. Libero unable to handle it.
And that will get out. The Lady Lions tie it up 2 apiece. Back and forth to start it off.
Abbott back in for Cox. Hank Moore giving some instructions on placement of the front line. Here comes the serve from the libero, Emily Smith. Rams set up their play from the right side.
Goes right out off of Sodich, and the Rams back on top. 3-2.
Brittany Bryant, impressed with her play, Tim. The junior from Temple, Texas, number 22, just 5'8", packs a powerful punch when she sets up for her kill shots. Abby Zapoy puts the ball in play for the Rams, taken up high by the Lions.
Calverley has to put it back over.
Here comes Sodich. Here comes Sodich. Now check that. That is Abbott. Abbott delivers for the Lions. The short set taken. Briggs out. The freshman Pascal back in on the front line. You got Sodich, Abbott, and Pascal in the front line.
And momentum is waiting for someone to claim it right now.
Sure thing. Oh, powerful. Great save, though, by the backcourt. Kirk, and she'll set it back over. Short set. Nice tip. Taken by the Lions. Here comes Sodich. Nice recovery by libero in the net. Tips over.
Sodich, what a save. And the Lady Rams claim it. One of the longer, more contested points of the night, and the Lady Rams able to claim a crucial point.
Good play on both sides, Tim. Well played, long point. Hats off to both teams, and just some good volleyball. Here comes Sodich. That's going to be high, taken in the deep court by the Rams.
That's
locked out of bounds.
Off the front line again, and the Lady Rams up by 2. Coach Moore giving in some advice.
Short serve. Calverley sets up for Pascal.
Pascal directs.
Oh!
I'm
An
not sure what
amazing
happened
play.
there.
That looked like a busted play. She just hit a little.
Emily Smith can't believe it. The Lady Lions just toss it back over.
Just,
and the Lady
just a
Rams,
simple toss pass.
And the Lady
Calverley
Rams
turned her head like, what was I supposed to do? She looked back and she had basically a kill shot.
Lady Rams don't know how to respond to the quick over.
The Rams thought there was a setting error, so they stopped play, Tim. But the ball was still live.
Hudson with the hit. That's an unfortunate move for the Rams. Hudson can't put it home.
Great hustle by both clubs.
Hudson again, out.
Oh!
And the Lady Rams are finding a way to claim these long contested points. They're back up by 2. This is the game. There's no game 6. It ends here for one of these teams.
At this point, the skill is so evenly matched, Tim. It goes down to heart, courage,
Hudson,
and there's number 1,000! 1,000 assists
And the crowd
for Caitlin Hudson.
On that one. They're knocked over by that shot.
The crowd falls to their feet. As Hudson hits the 1K mark. Congratulations to the senior.
And the crowd chants, that's 1,000. Unfortunately, it's followed right back up by a shot into the net. They knew exactly what it meant. It's good to see that your fans know the numbers, that they're paying attention.
Knowledgeable fan base here at the Schaefer Center tonight.
Unfortunately, Lady Lions go right back down by 2 off of the service error.
Lions.
That's
Let that
out.
ball sail out of bounds. You love the 3 points if you're the Lions.
The teams exchange service errors.
Brittany Briggs back in. Brittany Briggs back in for Pascal. Yeah, I was saying, this comes down to just heart and guts because the talent's so evenly matched him at this point.
That's gonna go long. Over the scorer's table. And now halfway through to 15, they will switch sides as the Lady Rams lead 8-6. Quick switch of the sides just to make sure if there is any advantage to one side or the other. Not generally the case, but some gyms, you never know.
Sure. The wind draft up in the air conditioning ducts. Who knows?
You never know. So now the Lady Lions will switch to the other side, trailing 8-6.
I guess we could note the Lions have not won from this side, so.
Well, they weren't winning on this side, so maybe the change of scenery will get them right back in this. They don't want to let the Lady Rams get away.
Ball's in play. Taken by Libero. Here comes Cox.
Block back. Rosenbush on the block. Lady Lions call a timeout. Down by 3 now in the all-deciding Game 5. Lady Rams just 6 points away from claiming a big conference win here in the Schaefer Center.
Lions looking to improve to 3-0 in the conference. The Rams want to get to 2-0, so 2 undefeated teams squaring off at Red River Athletic Conference play here in the first week of fall. Doesn't feel like fall, but it is fall, as we mentioned the football game. It's hot out there.
Fall will come soon enough. And right now the Lions need this rally to come soon enough. They're down by 3, need to close the gap. It's not a significant deficit yet, but Coach Moore knows, well, especially you're going to 15. 3 points is a significant deficit.
Yes, absolutely.
You're only going to 15, so you need to get this back to 1 in a hurry.
When you go to 15, 3 points, that's a fifth of your entire points needed to win a game. So every point critical at this point. Lions have got to hold their ground as they're set to receive this serve from the libero, Texas Wesleyan. Big point here, big point.
Nice save
Cox.
by Arroyo.
Set for Hudson, and there's the kill. Powerful, and Hudson on fire. She is excited about that kill, and she'll go back to serve. That's great to have a kill, then your turn to serve. It just keeps you fired up because the ball still is in your hands.
Yeah, gotta get the crowd on the feet, gotta get that momentum going right now.
Big serve by Hudson over the net. Here comes Cox. Brings down the hammer, and it's in. Inside the line, and it's 8-9. 9-8. Check that, 9-8.
And the Lady
Rams just by
call
one.
timeout. It's worked for them all night. Definitely going to try it now as the Lady Lions slice the deficit down to 1 on 2 very good kills by Hudson and Cox. Cox just finding a way to get it on that line, get it in. And now the Lady Lions within 1. And a fight to the finish between these two.
At this point, I'm almost expecting to go extra points.
It wouldn't
to go
be
15
surprising.
all.
It would not be surprising to see us
14 all, 15 all.
go longer than 15. One team needs to be able to claim momentum now. Lady Lions giving a whoop on the bench.
Back out on the court.
Hudson will go back to serve again.
Go the Lions. Cox in. Sodich in. Calverley in. Briggs in. Libero in. Emily Smith and the server, Kaylin Hudson.
Splits the middle. Rosenbush finds a way between the 2 blockers. Lady Rams back up by 2. 5 away.
Lauren Hutchison in to serve. Out goes Megan Finley for the Rams. Hudson asking to come back in the game. She'll have to stay out 1 point.
Sodich.
Kirk.
Here
Set
comes
to
Cox.
Cox.
Puts it home. Wow. Cassie Cox has been able to slam a few home here.
She gets a
in the
high five
fifth
from her head
period.
coach as she takes a quick breather on the bench. Powerful kill by the talented junior from Lufkin, Texas. Back set for the Rams now, recovered by Kirk. Set up by Briggs. Oh, a nice net hit by Sodich, and that ball is marked.
Net violation on the
Oh,
line.
they're calling a net violation. I was gonna say it was marked out, but that ball's a net violation.
So the Lady Rams back up by 2.
Abby Zapoy in for Brittany Bryant, the hard-hitting Brittany Bryant. 11-9 our score. 15 is all we go to in game 5. Oh, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Outstanding, a short set. Sodich is there waiting on it, jumped on top of it and hammered it home, Tim.
The Lions are getting powerful kills when they need them most. Down by 1, Calverley the serve.
Is that out? It's marked
It's
in. It's in. Now, the Rams
Finds
just
its way
3 points
in.
from victory.
That one was close, but the Rams just get it in. Up 12-10.
Kirk, Calverley,
Sodich.
in trouble,
in.
in trouble. It finds a spot. In front of the net, it falls, and the Rams turn the ball back over to the Lions. Can you breathe, Tim? It's 12-11.
And
Game
now
5.
Sodich back to the serve. Needing to tie this one up now.
Left. We have a whistle.
What a
Net violation.
slam home.
Net violation, Lions.
Lindsey Buell with a powerful spike.
Finley back in for Hutchinson.
Lady
And the Rams
Rams
are just 2 away, Tim.
And that's all they have to do right now. They don't have to go on any sort of run. They just need to keep the Lady Lions from piecing together anything.
Big point here, big point here. Great save by Calverley.
Hudson.
Here comes the defense.
It's
Oh!
in. And the Lady Rams are at match point. 1 away from taking it in 5. Coach Moore calls timeout. So now the Lady Lions need a 3-point run to stay alive.
They need to stop and then 2 quick serves to get this back to 14 all. Then you can breathe for just a moment, but you've got to get this. You've got to get 3 in a row.
Yeah.
1 more and you're done. You're right.
3 match points coming up here for the Lady Rams as they fought their whole way through here. Down 2-1 in game 4, they forced the game 5, and the nail biter of the 5th. They're standing on the precipice of claiming a big 5-game win here in the Red River Conference.
Lions took a 2-1 set lead going into the 4th. The Rams took the 4th set and now on the verge of taking the 5th. Here's the set, or here's the serve. Oh, a timely kill. Number 1001 is important.
Hudson puts it home. Lady Lions still alive.
This is what you said. We talked about just stop the serve. Now you need 2 good service points right here. And set to do that is J.J. Abbott. Puts the ball in play.
Hudson.
Here comes Caitlin.
It's blocked back.
It's out. It's out of bounds. And the Rams have claimed victory here at the Schaefer Center in what we thought would be and was a 5-set match, Tim.
Absolutely a thriller down to the wire. Unfortunately, the Lady Lions fall 15-12 in the last game, fall 3-2 overall. Their record will drop to 2-1 in the Red River Conference in what we thought would be a contentious, hard-fought battle at the end, and it lived up to its billing.
So the Rams improved to 2-0 in conference play. The Lions will fall to 2-1. Now this is actually the second time they've met. You mentioned they played earlier in, quote, non-conference play.
We're going to go to a quick promotional break as the teams meet on the court for prayer.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Center here in the southwestern Son of God University campus in Waxahachie, Texas. A nail biter, we thought it would be, it was. It went 5 sets, but the Lions fall just a few points short. 15, I think it was 15-12 in the 5th set.
Yeah, 15-12. It was a fight to the end in every game, really. Neither team would yield, and in the end, the Lady Rams had just enough to push it through in the end, wins by 3, and wins in a 5-game set. So a very thrilling match.
One silver lining, hats off again to Caitlin Hudson, who crossed the 1,000 barrier for kills, ended up, I think, 1,001 or 2.
Yeah, 1,002, I think, by the end. So congratulations, Caitlin Hudson. Looking at some key stats here, Lindsey Buell leads the night, 21 kills. She hits 308 on the night. Katie Rosenbush has 20 kills herself. It's 366 on the night. And then over there, Angelica Arroyo, 59 assists. Think about that. That's you have a 5-game set. That's averaging about 12 assists a game. Solid there.
Only 67 for the whole team.
Exactly. She had 59 to 67 for the Lady Rams. On the Lady Lions side, Jessica Sodich leads the team with 18 kills. 16 for Caitlin Hudson, 10 for Cassie Cox, 47 assists for Taylor Caverly, who also hit 375 on the night. Overall, the Lady Rams hit 251, the Lady Lions hit 217. And again, we always talk about this. This is a stat sheet that indicates how close the game this was. Both teams back and forth.
Yeah.
And it was back and forth the whole way. Lions took game 1, Rams 2, Lions 3, Rams 4, and then unfortunately, Rams found a way to pull out that 5th one. So a very solid win for them. And like you said, in what is really probably the best rivalry around here. When the Lady Rams come to town or the Rams come to town in any sport, you know it's going to be a thriller no matter what you're playing.
A total of just 6 points separated the teams over 5 games, so just really basically 1 point per game, and that's what wins games for you. Looking ahead, who's our next opponent for the Lady Lions?
The Lady Lions will next take on They will go on the road over to New Mexico. That's just a few days away. They go on the road, take on the University of Southwest, and then play UT Permian Basin. So they have a big road trip coming up. University of Southwest will be a conference game, so chance to push that conference record back up to 3-1 against the team you played before. Next home matches will be October 8th versus Mid-America Christian University. We will be live streaming that. That game is, I believe, at 7 o'clock, as all evening games are. So looking ahead, that's going to be a fun one. That'll be our next sports broadcast period, I believe, actually.
And then in a week and a half from now, we've got football back at Lumpkin Stadium.
Football October 13th for homecoming.
2.5 weeks. Check
2.5 weeks. A little bit of a break right now. A lot of teams are going on the road, so we'll be taking a bit of a break for a short period of time. But we'll be right back and better than ever, we hope, as obviously this is what you can expect for volleyball. These volleyball girls are going to fight to the end every single time.
Before you log off, make sure you go to our Facebook page and like it, comment on it. Tim does a great job putting highlights of all of our football games, volleyball games being on there, highlights. So if you missed the game, you can go check it later for the highlights.
Yeah, check it out for the highlights. Hopefully, we're going to start a new feature of the best spikes of the night. We're going to let you vote on what you thought was the best kill, best spike of the evening. So be sure and check in tomorrow afternoon. That should be online and ready for you. So great night for volleyball. Good first game for the Lady Lions going against a really tough, very evenly matched opponent. It's one of those games where you say, hey, if you meet this team again, you know you can beat them. You had a chance to beat them, and they were just able to just outlast you. So if they're able to do that, you know, if we meet them again in the Red River Conference, it can be just as evenly matched.
We'll have some parting thoughts in just a moment after this quick commercial break here at SAGU.TV. Stay with us. Welcome back to the campus here at Southwestern. Tough loss by the Lions, went five sets. We're in a unique week here, Tim, as we wait for an interview with player of the game, Caitlin Hudson. It's that 1 week or two where I think all 4 or 5 sports are either practicing or playing. You've got, I saw the softball team today. I saw the baseball team out there practicing and playing. You've got, of course, soccer. Tonight's volleyball. Football still in full swing. So
basketball's getting started up.
They're playing as well. They're practicing as well.
Not too far away. We're going to have Midnight Madness here at SAGU, so basketball's kicking up. So, yeah, all the sports in full swing. You got fall training going on for baseball and obviously softball going into their second season. So, exciting time for SAGU sports. And this is also, unfortunately, is a time that we have the lull in SAGU sports. SAGU's football team's on the bye.
Yes.
Soccer teams go on the road. Volleyball teams go on the road. So it's going to be a little bit before we get to be back home where you get to watch the games live. But it's been a good run while it has been, all these home games, and they're going to be right back here. We have a lot of volleyball coming up. If you go to the SAGU Sports Live Facebook page, we have the full broadcast schedule up there in a great graphic form that you can look ahead, set your calendars for those moments that you want to be able to catch. So
moments such as the Texas snowstorm. Tell us about the Texas snowstorm. It'll be the second annual. It's a can't miss event.
Yeah, it's going to be it's the first basketball game of the year. Whenever SAGU scores the first points, we're going to throw probably about 3,000 ping pong balls onto the court. So a lot of sports excitement coming up. You got to stay with SAGU Sports Live, you know, so you got to be able to hang tight with that. It's going to be a lot of fun going forward.
We're going to go and say goodbye here tonight. Thanks for watching us on SAGU.TV. Hey, like us on Facebook. Look forward for more great games, volleyball, football this fall, and basketball later on in the January, February months. It's a lot of action happening here only at SAGU.TV. For Tim Roberts, I'm Rob Price. Take care, and God bless.